What's going on YouTube? Welcome to my YouTube channel. Alright, today we're going to go over something real simple that not a lot of people that I've seen on YouTube have covered yet. So this is how to properly store or collect peace dollars. So I came across a couple peace dollar albums. They are made by Dansco. And Dansco is interesting. They have not really made these in quite some time, but they are by far the best and highest quality printing manufacturer of albums to store many types of coins, but this one will be based on the peace dollar. So first of all, you want to look for 71.75, and if you are at a coin shop, you can ask. One of the coin shops I visit is here local to me here in Illinois. It's probably one of the largest ones in the Midwest. And I found two of these on their shelf in the back. So they're always purchasing collections. When folks either pass away or they're liquidating, they bring in their albums that are filled with coins. And they typically also sell the coin shop the album, or the coin shop just inherits the album and basically gives them the money for the coins, and the person doesn't even want the album anymore. Anyways, long story short, these albums are in beautiful manufactured detail, and they do a very nice job telling you all about the peace dollar, the entire history, and here is basically where the money is. So you can place a peace dollar inside. They have these beautiful mylar, so non-plasticized films, and they're very thick. And what you do is you pull them out and you place a peace dollar inside. And there's also a back to it as well. So you basically place the dollar that you have, the year, the mint mark, and you can pull back the mylar to place it and then fold it back in to do so. So I happened to realize and learn something today about my peace dollar album. So this particular one is a later version. The peace dollar goes from 1921 all the way to 1935. It is kind of weird. There is no 1929. There is no 1930. There's no 31, 32, or 33. It then starts again in 34. So it's pretty cool. And then they also, on this particular version, list the mintages. So obviously the 1928 is the most expensive because it's the hardest one to find, followed by the 1934 S is $1 million. 34 is pretty hard to find too, but for some reason the 34 S is the more expensive one, and then obviously third would be the 1921, which is the more popular one because that's when the peace dollar first came out, and also the Morgan silver dollar came. That was the last run of the Morgan silver dollar. So yes, 1921 is an interesting year where they discontinued the Morgan after they brought it back from 1904. And then they're like, all right, we're going to just make peace dollars. Then there's a whole history on the peace dollar high relief, which I've done videos on as well. But we're not going to get too crazy and technical with the types of peace dollars. We're doing a review here on the album itself. So these are all made in the United States in Los Angeles, California. And I have come across these before brand new because somebody closed the coin shop or bought out the old materials from a coin shop or whatever, and I got a pretty good deal on them. So I sold those, did really well, and again I was able to pick up some nice albums. Now if the album's in really bad condition, it's still valuable because people like these, and I'm pretty sure you could purchase the actual mylar plastic itself. Again, these things are kind of built like tanks. So this is how I ship my albums. I ship them in comic book boxes, and I'm actually going to unwrap this one because I want to show you the difference. I know it's stupid. You're like, dude, why did you wrap that one up? When in fact, so I just want to show you guys how I wrap this stuff. because I do resell on eBay, obviously. So I put in one of these priority mylar bags here to protect it from wetness. And then I place some tape here on the back. So that's like that. And this is a comic book box. These boxes are not cheap anymore. They're probably $1 or so. But anyways, I'm going to unseal this one. I'll reseal it. But I already have listed both of these books on eBay for $35. Plus it's like $7.90 flat rate shipping because I ship it in a legal flat rate envelope. So all of that stuff with the box fits in this big giant envelope. You seal it up, and then you're able to ship a Dansco album anywhere in the United States, even Hawaii, Puerto Rico, and Alaska for low $7.90. Anyways, here's what I'm getting at. So these two on the outside look identical. The writing, though, or the font on the numbers is not identical. It looks very different. And even the way the peace dollar is printed on the album is different. So here's the difference. And I guarantee you nobody's done this on YouTube. And if they have, it's so grainy you can't see it anymore. So hopefully my subscribers can appreciate learning something today. Because again, when I learn something, I'm going to share it with you guys. So again, if you notice, the gold on the top here is definitely done in a thicker ink, where the booklet below it is not. You know, you can kind of see it like the booklet's kind of shining through it. So it's not done as well. And the rivets are about the same. So what am I getting at? So this one is the newer version. And again, very juicy, clear, defined, thicker ink. Whereas this version is a much older version. The ink was not as thick, and look at that. The back page has no mintage marks. Mint marks. Has no information. See, check out this one. This one shows the years, the mintages, helps out the collector. Large and small mint mark varieties, blah, blah, blah. Made in USA. Check this one out. Doesn't say made in the USA. Oh yeah, it does right there. Bam. So this booklet here is obviously a much older version. So if you guys find these out in the wild, I believe they're more rare. Now, I don't think someone's going to pay more for them, because I'm sure someone's going to appreciate more ones that actually have the mintages on it, which is kind of nice to have in the back. Even though, like, if you're collecting peace dollars, since there's not a ton of coins to collect, it's not really crucial. But what do you guys think? Did you know that? Did you know that the older books did not have mintages printed on them? Maybe you've never seen one like this because you just don't come across it. And this is where they put the mintages. They put it on the front. But there's no history. There's just a little bit of something right here. There it is. That's it. Here's your mintages. Here's your information. Again, here's the newer version. Look at all that information. I'm not going to read it all, but that's a lot, right? Even tells you what to look for weight and stuff like that. So I learned something today. I had no idea that there were two versions. And there might be other versions too. These might not just be the only two. But anyways, I'm going to get out. We're going to do a little unboxing here as well. So I know this looks crappy, but I just got this in the mail today. So we're going to take out an actual peace dollar. If we can find one, here it is. It's a 1928. Ooh, is it a rare one? Probably not. It's not even wrapped in plastic. Let's see. Oh man, that is a banger. That's a San Francisco mint. Let's zoom in. Yep, there's a little S. All right, well, for giggles, because I haven't looked at this yet, so I'm looking at it for the first time like you guys are. This should weigh 26.8 or roughly around there. Usually when these are a little more worn, 26.6, yeah, that's good. That is about right. And then we should have about 1.5 inches in diameter. There we go. That looks right. And let's do the old pinger. I guess I'll grab another coin here to ping this against. I'll put it next to the mic. Yep. All right, so we got a real peace dollar. So I know this is going to be kind of basic for you guys, but maybe some of you newer collectors or even older collectors have ever placed a peace dollar inside a Dansco album. So I'm actually going to do it and show you how to properly do it. All right, so first you got to find the year. So we got the year 1928. Here it is right here, and we've got the S mint mark. No, there's not a D. There's only a 28 and a 28S. And if you really want to see the rarity, it's 1.632. So not a ton of these 1928S's. So even in this condition, it's probably easily worth maybe $50. We shall see. I'll get this listed. I'm not keeping this. But this is how you do it, folks. So you probably should wear gloves, which I'm not going to because this coin is not very glove worthy. But anytime I make these videos, before I make them, I always wash my hands in Dawn with using Dawn liquid soap to remove any oils from my hands. All right, so I'm actually going to pull the entire film out and show you. So here's another sign that this is what's also weird. Okay, so again, you guys probably don't know this. All right, so look at this film, okay? This is out of our, what I believe is the original Dansco books. So the earlier version, okay? See how there's all four corners? Okay, now check this out. We're going to pull the same exact panel out of what I believe is the newer version. Okay. And check this panel out. What's different? You guys notice the difference? So this has two sharp corners here, but here the corners are beveled. And maybe the original owner did this so that they could fit the item in easier. I don't know. But when I cleaned these, I noticed on the newer booklet, they were all beveled. So again, the corners are beveled. And it does make it easier to move the album in and out. Slightly easier. Again, I don't know if the original owner made that customization, but on this booklet, none of them are beveled. They're all four corners. All right, so anyways. You're probably like, this is so detailed. I don't need to know this information. Well, you do, because if you've had these booklets or you never have, this is how you do it. So you place your peace dollar inside. We are going to zoom in. All right. And look how nicely snug that fits in. I mean, that's in there tight. Let's get it going both sides here. All right, so we got it in. Let's put our plastic over it. Let me zoom out so you can see what the heck I'm doing. All right, so we take your plastic, and there's like a little space here, and you just slide it over it. Look at that. So you make sure the plastic's all the way in there, and there you have it. You have your peace dollar protected, not just on the obverse, but also on the reverse. But the reverse is kind of weird, right? You gotta like flip it over to see it. But that's how you place the coin in the album. These pages are heavy, heavy duty. They're designed to handle the weight, and so are the hinges. The hinges are designed to handle the weight of a full album. So once you have, you know, 20, what do you have? You're going to have almost 1, 2, 3, 4. You have 12. That's a lot of, like 12 times 27 grams, basically. What the heck is that? I don't have a calculator in front of me, but that's a lot of weight for each one of these pages to hold. So that is how a piece dollar goes into a Dansco album. And I think I priced these out way too cheap. I have them both listed for $35 a piece. By the time you watch this video, hopefully I'll have the piece dollars processed or my other coins processed. I'll do a separate video on that, an unboxing of that. But hopefully my viewers like piece dollars, or they want to start collecting piece dollars. And this is a nice opportunity to purchase Dansco album. So I have these listed for $35. The most recent comparable listing is for $70. It's not my listing, so I have mine half the price of what the next dealer has them listed for. And again, I place them in the Mylar priority mailer bag. Then I place it inside of a box, tape it down so it doesn't move around, and then I place it in a legal flat rate envelope so that you get it very fast with tracking for the low price of $7.90, no matter where you live. So I will have both the piece dollar albums listed in the description of the video. And again, if you're out in the wild and you just want to learn about piece dollars, this is the original version or the older version, and this is the later version, which has the mintage stuff on the back here. And I, again, had no idea that these two existed. And if you're looking in the store and you see one, if you see like something with grainier gold printing on it, that means that's an older album. And if you see one with thicker or it's not as grainy, it just looks newer, those are the newer versions of the booklets. They also have like a different, they have like less dark wood to them. So it's this is gonna sound stupid, but this is kind of like dark wood, and this is like, I don't know, there's just more grainage going on the older ones. So again, hopefully you guys learned something, but the 7175 is just for piece dollars. And it's not just for piece dollars, guys. Anything else you guys like, Lincoln pennies, nickels, Buffalo this, even bars. There's some really, really rare Dansco albums out there that are worth like hundreds of dollars without coins in them. But I wanted to share what I learned today. So appreciate you guys watching. Please like, share, subscribe. Please check out my other videos. I'm always here to educate you guys. And again, what makes my channel different, what you see is you can actually buy. It's not just, hey, look what Shy got and you can't have it like the other channels do. I do not brag whatsoever. I'm here to share the knowledge. And yes, I don't do this for free. I make a little bit of profit, but as you can see, I have these listed at $35. I could be just like the other jerk asking 65, cutting him by $5. It's like, no, I got a good deal on these. I'll share it with you guys. And if you don't get it, you can at least know what to look for out there in the wild as far as Dansco albums. So talk to you guys in the next one. Appreciate you guys watching.